Supporters of ANC Secretary-General Ace Magashule are holding a hands-off Ace night vigil in Bloemfontein. ANC's Thulasizwe Simelane is there. Let's cross to him now on the latest on this story. Thulas, good evening. Thanks for the time. So the legal drama is expected to play out tomorrow morning in court, but it seems the political drama has started tonight.
Yeah, it absolutely has, Clement. And it was always going to be like this in any matter involving Ace Magashule, who was for a very long time a leader in the Free State province, particularly during the time when he served as the provincial chairperson as well as being premier of the Free State. A divisive figure is Ace Magashule. Those who love him with a passion, and those who dislike him also equally dislike him with a passion. So what you are seeing at the Loch Logan Park here in Bloemfontein is this gathering behind me of scores of young people really who are singing and chanting, and they've just been listening to loud music that's blaring from the stage that they've set up there in the distant background. Energized really, as soon as the cameras came on, they became quite energized. I can tell you they were not this energized when we arrived here a short while ago. They are coming through, in buses, being ferried in these buses that Tebogo Masilo will be showing you just now. They've basically come from various parts of the Free State, ferried by bus to come and support Ace Magashule. And their message is loud and clear, that they believe that Ace Magashule has done absolutely nothing wrong in this particular matter that relates to the asbestos roof removal tender of some 255 million rand. In fact, I had a conversation with one of the people at the forefront of this gathering, Victor Morris, from the Machabeng local municipality, where he's a member of the mayoral committee. He says a lot has been said about Ace Magashule, but no one is yet to give any concrete evidence of his involvement in corruption. Take a listen to what he told me a bit earlier on.
Comrade Ace Magashule always maintained that he won his day in court. And remember, you are innocent up until found guilty in a court of law, not in a court of public opinion. Too many people have said, Comrade Ace this, Comrade Ace that, but nobody has ever proved that he has been involved in corrupt activities. Now, as you can hear, people are talking about he has not played his oversight role, as the premier by then. But he was not. As the premier, he was not alone. There was the provincial executive committee that he has worked with. Why are they so isolating him? If one has to take the case that are currently of the COVID-19, in Gauteng, with the issue of Bandile Masuku, the SIU have found that he has not played his oversight role. Why are they not taking him to court as well?
So, Thulas, I see that some of the supporters are wearing ANC T-shirts, and I remember the previous NEC resolution a year or so ago when Jacob Zuma appeared for the first time in the Pietermaritzburg High Court on corruption charges, prohibited ANC members from wearing party regalia when supporting leaders in court. That's being violated, it seems, and I wonder if the members will respect what we were told is Ace Magashule's wishes, that they don't print T-shirts and banners in his name.
Yeah, you're absolutely spot on, Clement. A few of them are wearing ANC regalia, and you rightly point out that the ANC did take that position to say members who go to support people who are appearing in court on matters of corruption should do so in their individual capacity, not clad in ANC regalia. But over the months and years, we have seen that the sort of adherence to that directive has been intermittent, shall we say, because even in the court appearances of people such as former President Jacob Zuma and Zandile Gumede, you do see people who show up wearing their ANC regalia. I get the feeling that the ANC sort of subtly accepts that they really cannot control that particular aspect of things. So as a result, you are seeing some of these people, not many of them, clad in their ANC colors. But what you point out does point out to to a division that's playing itself out within the ANC in the Free State, Clement, because the Provincial Executive Committee's position is that they stand by Ace Magashule and they support him. But in response to that, you have had a statement issued by some Free State ANC members, among them Mxolisi Dukwana, basically the grouping led by Mxolisi Dukwana, who are basically saying that this is abuse of ANC structures in the province to support this individual, Ace Magashule. In fact, they describe him as a dubious individual who is harnessing a counter-revolution in the wording of that particular statement. That grouping says they will not be at the court, at the magistrate's court, for the appearance of Ace Magashule. They are not seeking to counteract what this grouping will be doing, but basically slamming the Provincial Executive Committee and saying that they are abusing ANC structures in support of this individual, Ace Magashule.
All right, so when the legal drama starts tomorrow, Tulas, what will you be watching out for? I remember you were there in the Pietermaritzburg High Court when Jacob Zuma appeared in court. One of the interesting things that we watched are the ANC leaders who came to support him. In this instance, Mzwandile Masina has indicated he will be there tomorrow. Tony Yengeni may be there. So the presence of some leaders there will also speak volumes.
Absolutely. The fault lines that we now know for a fact are well entrenched in the ANC. We are looking out for those familiar individuals. So look out for the MKMVA, the Umkhonto weSizwe Military Veterans Association, who have been quite vocal in their support of former President Jacob Zuma, while they've been just as vocal in their support of Ace Magashule. People such as Mzwandile Masina, as you mentioned, who have been quite vocal, in fact, at some point talking about civil unrest, saying the moment for civil unrest is now, in response to the charges that are being proffered against Ace Magashule. He tweeted that shortly before deleting that tweet, but nonetheless just as vocal in his support for Ace Magashule. What I'm looking out for in terms of the charges, Clement, is, you know, the document that's about the arrest warrant gives you where the charges come from in terms of the law, the Prevention of Corruption and Corrupt Activities Act, those three sections where they are harvested from, Section 3, Section 4, and Section 34. But they don't tell you the true narrative of what exactly is he alleged to have done in terms of those three sections. And I'm looking forward to seeing the charge sheet, which I think will then be a bit more detailed in terms of what the exact charges are.
Yeah, it will be very interesting to watch developments tomorrow. And I see the supporters are bursting out in Ace Magashule's favorite song, Wena Mutengisi. He never tells us who the sellout is, but it's his favorite song. I suspect he may sing it tomorrow if he addresses his supporters. Thulasizwe Sumelane, thank you so much for your time this evening. Still to